Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly focus for April the 1st through to the 7th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. And let's dive right into the cards and see what's in store for us this week. Okay, our underlying energy is the Three of Pentacles. Well, we know whatever it is, we got to roll up our sleeves and get to work. People are watching us, people are observing us, people are taking note. We may not even see them, but they are. The eyes are on you. They're watching what you do, they're watching what you're accomplishing. They are evaluating you perhaps in some way, seeing if you fit the metrics in some way. So just show up, and it's one brushstroke at a time in order to go forward. There are no shortcuts this week. It's about doing the work, being present, really concentrating on our future path and what we are doing today in order to move ourselves forward one step at a time. Now, our very first card is the Page of Wands. I'm getting this energy with everybody, okay? It is the solar eclipse talking through these cards. We are in full moon energy. We had the lunar eclipse, so we are in full moon energy this week. But on April the 8th, we have our solar eclipse. And if you saw the sky, if you looked at a chart yet, you will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say there is a brand new beginning on the horizon. So it's up to us to be conscious of what we want to transform in our life. We rarely get this opportunity. So, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, this energy. So you want to step into, next week with a plan, with a strategy, with a thought in your mind of what you want to create in this world, what new beginning you want to invite into your life. Now, here we have a very bland landscape. We can put anything in place. So the sky is the limit. The only thing actually that will limit us is what we place as our first limitation. And that's a good thing, because when we see it under a full moon energy, that is when we can get to work. We can roll up our sleeves and work through that limitation, that block, that burden, the thing that holds us back from really stepping into the path that we want to explore. We have the devil. So this is understanding what no longer serves a purpose in our life, no longer has structure in our life, gives us structure, gives us some kind of support going forward, strengthening our steps in some way. In fact, this might be burdens. This might be things that actually pull us away from where we want to put our focus, where we want to put our attention. So, under this energy, we want to let go. We want to let it fall away. We want completion. We want endings. We want healing. And we are going to let that fall into the fires and turn to ash, and we are reborn through the experience. So, your week is going to be a lot about the death and rebirth, about what's happening in your life. So, allowing some things to have great closure so that you can step into the new beginnings, the new starts. We also have the lovers, embracing a desire, a dream, a person. This is about growing your passion. This is about allowing your creativity to flow, your inner expression to come out. This is joining and embracing the unique talents of others and forming partnerships. Allowing growth in certain places of our life. But most of all, getting enthused about our passions, our dreams, our desires, and how we are going to manifest those things. Let's look at work and career, shall we? Now we have the Chariot, which tells me that we need to pull back a little bit. We could go forward, absolutely. We are in a chariot. The horses are there waiting at our command to go forward, but we want to have a little bit of foresight of what we are going into, what the challenges might be, what lays in wake. Is it a dead end? There's a lot of fog and it's dark. We want to wait for that sun to come out. So we want to wait till after the eclipse, right? Because that's going to envelope us in this darkness that we can't really see our way forward at all for a moment in time. But as the light appears, so does the new path, the new way forward. We can see clearly now. We know where the pitfalls may be. We know where the tripwires may be. We see a light at the end of the tunnel. So we could be right now, when it comes to work and career, in kind of like decision mode, or even unknown of what we really want to step into and we don't want to step into. There could be different things coming to mind of things that you can do, step into, go after that raise, go after that promotion, go after that new job, create that new money stream, whatever it might be for you. But you're a little hesitant, and if you're hesitant, it's for good reason. And so don't just push out just because you feel you need to move under this time. If you give it any movement, you'll quickly see what holds you back from actually going forward, though. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me that you're raising the bar on who you are and what your accomplishments. I think you're taking stock of just who you are, how great you are, of what you can accomplish, maybe with your creativity, your talents, your abilities, of what you can master, and you know that you do good work. You have a pride about what you do. And this is about standing up and saying, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do, maybe it's giving more time or energy to something that you have already honed into a special talent. Maybe it's honing that special talent, raising the notch on your perfection within the talent, within the abilities that you have. Here we are admiring the work we've done. We know that we can do good work. We can see the facts. So it's about taking the time to see just how great you are and the potential that you have within you. And then we have the Queen of Wands, who says, just get excited, have some fun. Um, Risk taking, we kind of have to be a little careful with her. We don't have the protection with her when it comes to taking risks like we want. But her enthusiasm, if, as long as she has an outline. So she's probably one that will not wait for that fog to completely lift, so long as she has the idea. She's going to go forward a little bit ahead of everybody else and see what lays in wait. Her excitement, her enthusiasm doesn't hold her back from the experience for very long. Let's go here. We've got, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So if you need people to help you, they will be available to you. You will trip upon them on your path, okay? You may meet somebody. Like, there's this magnetic pull happening in the universe this week for all of us to awaken our desires in some way, to explore the depths of our emotional being, or to show us our true potential in some way. So I think you're a grand candidate for that energy to be very strong in your life this week. So you can do anything you want right now. As I started at the very beginning of this video, I said that to you, and here it is again. And this is work and career. So it's about growing your prosperity. It's about growing your abundance. It's about stepping into the life that you want, the life that you crave, the life that you can imagine, and make it tangible and make it realistic. We'll get another card here. We've got two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Now, it is in work and career. So, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. I would have to say this is going to take a team effort. So, if you are assigned something at work, if you could assemble your own team or something, or your own committee, that would only strengthen the results, okay? And bring you a better success rate. Kindred spirits. So, it could be somebody that you work with or being drawn to you. There's a sense of somebody being drawn to you to be a mentor in your life, to show you your potential. And don't give up on those you love. Don't give up on those you love. Um, I would have to say, don't give up on your passions, your dreams, your desires. Those things that you want to utilize, your talents, your abilities, and putting them to use. And if you're not getting able to do that at the present time, don't give up on the fact that you may not be able to do them. There is brand new paths awaiting for all of us. So Be open to whatever comes and don't shut any doors prior to this energy going. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice comes in. Once again, a mentor may come in. Practical and wise advice is going to be given to you. Nurture yourself, okay? So it's about rest, recuperation. It's about taking care of ourselves, recharging the batteries. If we're not well, nothing will get done. So we want to be strong, we want to be healthy, we want to be fit, we want to be taking care of ourselves under this energy. Put ourselves as a priority so that we wake up with full energy and a vitality to push us through to our dreams, our goals, our desires, our best life ever. Okay, we'll go over to love and we have judgment. So where have you given your love so freely to somebody and maybe it wasn't returned? There's so many of us that are dealing with people in our life, people we love, with a horrifying diagnosis, challenges, depressions, addictions. And so there could be that somebody in your life where you have been giving your heart to, and you've been, maybe making meals for them or doing, the wellness checks on them or whatever it might be, trying to have those talks with them to persuade them in going in a new direction. Whatever you have been doing, even if you weren't successful in doing that, you will still get rewarded for opening your heart to that level. Okay, so where you've opened your heart to another, and we do that, if you sit there and you really think about how often your heart is open to the people you love in your life, you might truly amaze yourself on how much love you let out into the world. And under the judgment card being the first card, this love is going to be returned to you in some way to move you forward. Maybe not in love, but in some part of your life. Absolutely. We have the Page of Pentacles. Imagine that relationship growing into, having a stronger foundation, perhaps. A deepening of self, maybe taking it to the next level, maybe moving in together, or deciding to have a family together, or creating a new life because you're finding out that you're empty nesters and everything in between. It's about bringing in that spark. It's about growing that relationship into all it can be. It's about bringing in some kind of authenticity into our relationships this week. Awakening our desires and awakening our desires. By awakening our own desires, we through osmosis awaken their desires as well, and trying new things, different things, lighting up a spark, new opportunities or experiences, allow them into being. Okay, and grow that relationship into something stronger. And that's not necessarily your spouse we're talking about. It could just be somebody that you hold close to your heart. Absolutely, a best friend. We have the Fool. So if anybody out there is dating, this could be a new relationship coming in. Know that you don't have to do anything in order to impress these people, so don't do it. You don't need to buy new clothes for the date. You don't need to spend a lot of money on them in order for them to like you or show up in the fancy car. You just have to be you. You just have to show up. You are enough. And if you are in a relationship, this could be new experiences, giving the relationship a rebirth. That could definitely be of letting parts of the relationship die. We have to evolve the relationship. This is what happens so often is we stagnate ourselves. We get into ruts, we get into routines, and then we go about our life on an unconscious level. It's more routine than anything else, and the routine drives us day in, day out of what we have to do, and we forget to be present in the moment. So maybe this is a new lease on the relationship of allowing that moment in by releasing some of the things that no longer matter or should be happening in the relationship, to allow new experiences to come in and enrich the relationship in some new and wonderful way. Let's go down here. We've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Well, that's obviously a message for somebody. I knew I was getting that for, it is more of you than not, that you are giving your heart to somebody. Okay? So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So even if it's not with the person that you're, having that romance with, it could be the stress, right? It just kind of makes you that you just kind of can't be present for that romance in the relationship, and letting go of the stress in some way, allowing yourself to realize that you are allowing the stress of one relationship to interfere with creating stress in another relationship, and dealing with each accordingly. Okay, let's see. For personal growth, how do we bring in personal growth this week? Well, we start by looking at our relationships and making sure that they do have a balance, that we do have shared values, that we do support each other, love each other, respect each other, have each other's backs, that it is a win win relationship, that we are both present within the relationship, and look at the relationship, and is there something that needs to be discussed or talked about when we're looking at a certain relationship in our life, or do we need to be more present? Have we been the ones dropping the ball? But this is understanding the balance that needs to be within our relationships. Absolutely. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so a brand new path towards prosperity and abundance is being revealed to you. Pay attention to the little clues, the thoughts, the things that are pulling you in certain directions, what's catching your attention more often than not. These are signs, these are clues to put you on your new path. We have the Three of Swords. You're not the only one with the Three of Swords, and this is in your personal growth. So, spend some time to allow yourself to heal, to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to just be human. Okay? You don't have to be a super person, Superman, Superwoman. You just need to be you. And so where you feel you've dropped the ball or you've messed up, you've pointed the finger at yourself, you've torn yourself down. You haven't forgiven yourself for what you said or didn't say, or what you did or didn't do. And it's time to forgive yourself and to know that you are enough. And in that situation, you weren't meant to. Even though in hindsight you feel you should have, you weren't meant to at that time. It was to teach you a lesson, an understanding, to bring in knowledge. So allow yourself to heal. And allow yourself to heal from things that are holding you back, things that stand in your way. Every relationship we go into, we bring more and more baggage with us because we didn't allow for the healing process to happen in a way to release it. So I'm not saying to ignore the emotion. I'm saying to bring the emotion in, to look at it, to analyze it, and to let it go and flow away. Okay, the emotion should come in and flow through you, not stay and put up residence in your heart. Okay, and we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is one, so look at the here and now and where you are and where you want to go, and start making the plan, start evolving the plan, start seeing what you can do in order to expand your path and reach your goals. We have opportunity knocks. Go for it. Yeah, we have a brand new opportunity coming your way, a brand new path for you to step onto. So, opportunity knocks. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you are hearing, what you are seeing, what you are envisioning. We have leadership. Set your own goals, and you say, Tilly, I'm not a leader, but we need to lead ourselves if nobody else. We need to discipline ourselves to do what is necessary in order to have the accomplishments, in order to have the success, in order to grow and create the abundance that we want in our life. We have knowledge, seek knowledge. So, maybe there's a workshop you want to take. Maybe there's a skill you want to hone. Maybe you just need more information on something that you are trying to agree or disagree with, say yes to or no to. So there are learning experiences that are you need to be present for this week, and to actually seek them out for more information, more understanding, or more growth in who you are, your talents, your ability. And we have good fortune, and invite the magic in. So the magic does surround us all this week, it seems. There's a lot of magic in the air. I implore you to embrace it, to celebrate it, to look for the new opportunities that are coming your way. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.